What's up, Chemical Guys family, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Chemical Guys Detail Garage. Today we have something exciting. We have this super filthy BMW 328i. This thing is daily driven, it's super dirty, the wheels are super dirty, the headlights are messed up, and you guys don't even want to see how bad the interior is. So join us, we're going to be doing a full series on this BMW and transforming it and making it look as hopefully as good as new.
Ew, gross!
All right guys, so the first part in any detailing series is the wheels. So we're gonna start off with these wheels. They're super dirty, they're caked with brake dust, they have not been cleaned in a while, so we're gonna wanna do a full decontamination, a full clean, thorough clean the undercarriage, and pretty much get these wheels looking as great as possible. Because remember you guys, whenever you're detailing your car, you know, we always say start from top to bottom, but when it comes to your wheels, you wanna make sure to do those first because they do tend to be the dirtier parts of your vehicle. So the last thing that you wanna worry about is cleaning the top part of your vehicle, coming to clean the wheels, and then when you go ahead and rinse it, all that brake dust and grime just splatters all over your paint. So, you know, work smart, not hard. Clean your wheels first, and you're gonna have a great time detailing your ride. So we're gonna start off with these wheels. So the first thing I'm gonna do, as you guys can see, I have everything set up right here, right in front of me. I have my soft stool, I have all my cleaners, brushes, buckets, dirt traps. Don't worry, you guys, I'm gonna break all this stuff down, so you know, don't get overwhelmed. We are gonna be explaining every single thing that we have right here in depth so that you guys can achieve the best possible wheel clean on your own vehicle. So the first thing that I'm actually gonna grab is gonna be my Diablo wheel gel. Now, Diablo is a gel-based cleaner. Now, these wheels, you guys may not be able to see it from your angle, but these are actually a gloss finish wheel. I know they don't look like that because they have so much brake dust on there that it makes them look matte brown, and you know, that's just how bad that they are. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna grab some Diablo wheel gel. I'm gonna be using this product as more of a lubricant and an emulsifier to safely lift that brake dust from the surface of the wheel so that we don't install any kind of scratches or swirls. So what I'm gonna do is open up the spout, and I have my cleaning bucket here. So I have a dirt trap, it's filled with water, and all I'm gonna do is about 1 ounce of Diablo wheel gel. That's equivalent to about 1 good squirt. And the great thing about this product is that it foams up very nicely. So if I grab my pressure washer hose right here and I activate it, you'll see that it has a nice suds factor to it. Check that out. All those suds, that's really what's gonna save you from scratching the surface of your finish of the wheels. So the next thing I'm gonna do is actually throw my brushes in there. So the first brush that I have is gonna be my flag tip brush. Now this brush is great because the bristles are flexible, they're soft, and this is what's gonna allow us to clean the face of the wheel. The next brush that I have is our Big Blue Stiffy. Now this brush has more of a stiff kind of texture to it. So this is really what's gonna extract all the dirt, grime, and previous dressings that are sitting on the tire. The next brush that I have is gonna be a Red Rocket. Now this Red Rocket is great because as you guys can see, it's long, it's narrow, and it has these flexible bristles as well, which is really gonna help us tackle the barrel of the wheels. As you guys can see, these things don't look like they've been cleaned in a very long time. So the nylon bristles on this are gonna help us achieve that nice deep clean. And the last brush that I'm going to be using today is going to be our On the Details brush set. More in particular, the smallest brush in the set. Now it does come in 3, it has a broad one, a medium-sized one, and a very thin, small one like this one. And this is what's going to help me get into all the intricate areas like the spokes, the lug nuts. I mean, these wheels do have little intricate areas, so it's also going to help me get into those brake calipers as well, because remember, we want to achieve the ultimate level of clean. So now that all my brushes are dunked into my solution, they're lubricated, they have all the suds on them, now we can begin the wash process. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually give it a pre-rinse. This is going to knock off a lot of the loose dirt and debris that's sitting on the surface of the wheel. All right guys, so now that the wheel surface is officially rinsed, you guys can see that it looks much better. However, it's not 100% yet. So the product that we're gonna be using today as far as cleaning is gonna be our DeCon iron remover. Now this product is acid-based, so make sure that you're wearing gloves whenever using any kind of chemicals. Now this product is gonna do an incredible job at breaking down all the dirt, grime, and embedded brake dust that's sitting on the surface. A lot of you guys may know this spray as the one that, you know, you spray on it, it sprays on clear, and then it has a chemical reaction when it reacts to all the ferrous metals that are embedded on the wheel surface. It's going to begin to start turning purple once it has that chemical reaction, and you know when exactly to go ahead and rinse it off. So I'm going to begin by spraying the surface of the wheel here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and coat the entire wheel surface. Now you can also spray this into the barrel of the wheel. And this is really gonna start breaking down all the embedded brake dust and anything that's really on the surface. It's gonna do an incredible job of just breaking it down. And I'm also just gonna go ahead and spray inside the barrel here. Now you guys can see right away on the actual brake rotor itself, you got some purple reaction going on right there because you do have a lot of ferrous metals that are on that right there. So once you start seeing all that stuff turn purple, then you can go and start agitating it with your brush and then really achieve that deep clean. So the first brush that I'm gonna grab here is gonna be my Red Rocket. Now I'm gonna be using the Red Rocket today to go ahead and clean the barrel of the wheel. And as you guys can see, you go ahead and stick it in, you get that nice deep clean, get all the way up in there, and make sure that you get all the brake dust that's embedded in there. You know, most times I know a lot of people don't really clean these areas of the wheels, but trust me, you guys, it makes a huge difference when you clean these areas because it just really brings out the overall look of your wheel. And another thing is, you guys see I'm starting from top to bottom. You always want to work against gravity, so you want to clean the top and then clean the bottom, because the last thing that you want to worry about is cleaning the bottom area of your wheel and then bringing up all that filth to the top part of your wheel, and then you're just going to be pretty much mixing it all over the place. Now the next thing I have right here is my rinse bucket. Now one thing, as you guys can see, is that this brush is already collecting brake dust. It's brown, it looks nasty. Obviously I don't want to put this back onto the surface of my wheel without it being clean, so I have a rinse bucket here. Just a bucket, dirt trap, some water, that's all you need. Just go ahead and stick it in there, give it a nice little ring. Just make sure that you knock off a lot of that brake dust. And then in some cases, if it's really bad, you can actually scrub the face of your brush against the dirt trap at the bottom, and that does help you kind of knock off a lot of the brake dust that's stick onto the surface of your brush. Give it a nice little ring, and then I'm gonna go back to my soap bucket here with Diablo, and then I'm just gonna proceed with cleaning the rest of the finish of the wheel. So now that I'm done cleaning the barrel of the wheel, I'm going to proceed to clean the face of the wheel. So I'm going to grab my green flag tip brush right here. Then what I like to do for some added cleaning power is grab your wheel cleaner of choice and spray directly into the bristles of the brush. This is just going to give you some added cleaning power and lubrication as well. And then I'm just going to do the same thing, start from the top and work my way around and down. Work my way around and down. I got bars over here. Alright guys, so now that I'm done cleaning the face of the wheel, I do want to go back with my smaller brush here, just because there were some areas that I wasn't able to get to with the brush, because this wheel does have kind of a deep lip, I would say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some DeCon here, spray directly into the bristle of my brush, and then just tackle these hard to reach areas. All right guys, so I did have to get off the soft stool real quick just to make sure that I really got into the details, just because there's really a lot of intricate areas on this wheel. I really want to make sure that this wheel is super deep clean. So now that I'm done with all the intricate areas, the last thing left to do is to deep clean these tires. Now the product that I'm going to be using is going to be our all clean citrus-based degreaser. Now this product works out incredible for breaking down heavy dirt, grime, previous dressings on pretty much super filthy areas on the exterior of your vehicle. So you can go ahead and spray directly onto the surface of your tires here. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna start breaking down any embedded grime, brake dust, and just anything that's sitting on there. You know, a lot of times, you know, whenever you want your dressing to last the longest, you wanna make sure that the surface of your tire is completely clean. And no, I'm not talking about rinsing it, drying it. You know, you really wanna make sure that you get all the previous dressings that you've applied on the tires off, and make sure that the tire is completely bare so that whenever you apply a coat of dressing, it has the best bond possible. So what I'm also gonna do here is I'm gonna grab my big blue stiffy, spray just a couple more into the brush itself, and then we're gonna go ahead and agitate the surface of the tire. I want you guys to pay attention. You guys are gonna start seeing this foam turn from white to brown, and that's how you know that this thing is working out very well. It's breaking out all the dirt and grime, and I'm gonna go ahead and just finish this up, rinse it off, and show you guys the final results. All right, guys, and there you guys have it. The wheel is fully clean, it's rinsed, and it looks incredible. Now the only thing left to do is to finish the rest of the wheels, because this one looks incredible and the other ones, not so much. They still look matte brown, so we do want to make sure that we pay as much attention as we did to this wheel to all the other ones. And one thing I do want to mention is, yes, this did take a little bit of time to do just because I was explaining it to you guys. But if you were doing this in real time to clean a wheel, it'd probably only take you about a minute and a half or two. So we're going to go ahead and finish up the rest of the wheels, and then we'll be back with you guys for part 2, where we show you guys how to deep clean and wash the surface of this BMW. So make sure to stay tuned. Like this video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe so that you don't miss out on the future videos on this BMW. And as always, my name is Joey. This is Chemical Guys Detail Garage. I'll see you guys next time.